Hi, welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranleyplace, where I'm focused on Hermès scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the channel members and special welcome to any new knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the membership options. In this video, I'll discuss an Hermès Grail 90cm silk twill scarf called Hommage à l'explorateur Sir Ernest Shackleton, designed by Zoe Pauwels. Thanks to channel member Amanda Davidson for asking about this. I'll start with some background about the artist, discuss the design inspiration, and then talk about why this one is so collectible. Let's get started. Zoe Pauwels is a distinguished artist renowned for her collaborations with Hermès, where she has contributed numerous intricate and storytelling designs to their iconic silk scarf collections. Her designs are celebrated for their meticulous detail and narrative quality. She seamlessly integrates elements from various cultures, historical periods, and natural motifs, creating compositions that are both visually captivating and rich in meaning. Her background and personal interests deeply inform her work, allowing her to craft pieces that resonate with a global audience. Some notable Hermès designs include Pierre d'Orient et d'Occident from 1988, meaning stones of East and West, which showcases an array of birds and floral motifs. Samurai from 1991, which depicts a mounted Japanese samurai warrior, showcasing her ability to capture the essence of historical figures with precision and artistry. La musique des sphères, or the music of the spheres, illustrating the concept of celestial harmony, blending musical and astronomical themes in a delicate composition. Au cœur de bois from 1998, translating to In the Heart of the Woods, and this design was part of Hermès's Year of the Tree collection, capturing the abundant life and serenity found within a forest. And Rêve d'Australie from 1999-2000, which was inspired by Australian Aboriginal art. Its title translates to Dream of Australia and features native animals such as lizards, snakes, kangaroos, and crocodiles, reflecting the rich biodiversity of the continent. And Monnaie et Symboles de Parisis from 2006, translating to Currencies and Symbols of the Parisis. This design featured ancient Celtic coins and symbols, reflecting the heritage of the Parisis tribe that once inhabited the region now known as Paris. She has many more Hermès designs to her name as well. Collectors highly value her creations for their artistic merit and storytelling depth. Through her work, Pauwels has demonstrated a profound understanding of art's ability to transcend mere decoration, offering wearers a piece of history, culture, and personal expression. This scarf pays homage to Sir Ernest Shackleton, a British polar explorer, best known for his 1914 Imperial Trans-Antarctic expedition. His ship, the Endurance, famously became trapped in pack ice, which eventually crushed it and sank it. Despite this, Shackleton led his crew to safety over many months, a feat of extraordinary leadership and endurance. Indeed, this legendary mission is one of the most epic survival stories in exploration history. The goal was to be the first to cross the Antarctic continent from sea to sea via the South Pole. The ship, as I mentioned, was called the Endurance, led by Sir Ernest Shackleton and crewed by 28 men. It left on December 5th, 1914, from South Georgia Island, which is in the South Atlantic Ocean. It's part of the British Overseas Territory of South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. It lies about 800 miles or 1,300 kilometers east-southeast of the Falkland Islands. The expedition had two teams. The Weddell Sea party, that was led by Shackleton, that would sail the Endurance to the Weddell Sea, land on Antarctica, and begin a transcontinental crossing via the South Pole. And the Ross Sea party, which would land on the opposite side of the continent, by the Ross Sea, and lay down supply depots across the Great Ice Barrier to help the crossing party on their second half of their journey. However, in January 1915, the Endurance became trapped in pack ice in the Weddell Sea before reaching land. For months, the crew camped aboard the ship as it drifted with the ice. Pack ice refers to mobile sea ice that's not attached to the shoreline or the seabed. It's formed primarily by seawater freezing and is a major feature of polar regions, particularly the Arctic and Antarctic. By October, 10 months later, October 1915, the ice crushed the Endurance and Shackleton gave the order to abandon ship. The crews then set up camps on the floating ice, and they survived on seals and penguins, melted snow for water, and used salvaged gear. By 1916, as the ice continued to melt, Shackleton ordered a terrifying open sea voyage to seek help. He and 5 men set off in a 22-foot lifeboat from the Elephant Island to the South Georgia Island, from which they launched their mission. Again, that was 800 miles across the roughest ocean on Earth, namely the Southern Ocean. And with only a sextant and no modern navigation, they made it in a remarkable 16 days through hurricane-force winds and freezing conditions. Not only that, on arrival, they landed on the uninhabited side of South Georgia, and Shackleton and his crew trekked 36 hours nonstop across icy mountains and glaciers that had never before been traversed to reach the whaling station at Stromness. He then immediately set about rescuing the 22 remaining men left behind on Elephant Island. After 4 failed attempts blocked by sea ice, he finally returned aboard the Chilean vessel Yelcho on August 30th, 1916. Not a single man was lost. It was a miracle of leadership, survival, and teamwork. And in fact, there's a 2024 HBR podcast on crisis leadership lessons from the Shackleton expedition, if that kind of thing interests you. So, although the transcontinental crossing failed, the Endurance expedition became a legendary tale of survival, and Shackleton's name has ever since stood for leadership under extreme pressure, moral courage, navigational brilliance, and human endurance. He received a knighthood, and his men praised him as the reason that they survived. This scarf, again designed by Zoe Pauwels, was first issued in 2005, and it is considered a rare and highly sought-after piece amongst collectors. Why it's considered rare? It was released as a special issue, meaning that it was produced for a specific commemorative purpose and not as part of Hermès's regular seasonal collections. Such editions are typically produced in limited quantities to start with. So in the Hermès collecting community, certain scarves are informally designated as Grail pieces due to their desirability and scarcity. Of course, as I always say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so Grail is rather subjective. However, the Shackleton scarf is frequently cited as one of these, reflecting its esteemed status amongst enthusiasts. The scarf's limited production run and its appeal to collectors and admirers of exploration history contribute to its rarity. It seldom appears on the resale market, and when it does, it is often at quite steep prices and sells quickly. While exact retail values can vary based on condition and colorway, the Shackleton scarf's rarity and desirability often result, as I mentioned, in fetching higher prices compared to some of the more common quote-unquote Hermès scarves. Its status as a Grail piece ensures sustained interest and demand amongst collectors. So there you have it, a bit about the artist, design inspiration, and why this is highly collected amongst Hermès aficionados. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, tutorials, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time.